so many big events over the weekend, none bigger than the 100-meter dash yesterday. The men's 100-meter dash, it is a signature event. It determines the fastest man alive. It has all of the energy going into it, and boy, did it deliver with Noah Lyles of the United States of America becoming the fastest man alive. Photo finish for the 100-meter dash, won by 5 1,000ths of a second. Noah Lyles won this race by 5 1,000ths of a second. Imagine training your entire life for one big race and you win by 1 5,000th of a second. Or if you didn't win, you lose by that. The top 4 finishers in that race were determined by 1/10 of a second. So 1/10 of a second determined either you were on that podium in gold, silver, or bronze, or you were off the podium. I believe the top 10 was determined by like 0.12 seconds overall. It was incredibly close. Noah Lyles ran a personal best, 9.79, first American to get world's fastest man designation since 2004. Did you watch this live?
No.
Boy, was it a fantastic 10 seconds of television. Not 10 seconds of television, like 10 minutes of television, because the grandstanding going into it, they had a laser show. And so it took forever to get to the actual race. Like you could tell at one point Noah Lyles was standing there and he's doing his whole thing because he is also the world's greatest showman. And he's getting ready. And you can tell at one point, he's like, can we run this thing? Like we're all here to run a race. And I'm sitting on the couch, bag of nerves, being like, can we just run this race?
And he didn't do well in the heats.
No. So there's all this energy and like Twitter, top sports Twitter moment, because the Noah Lyles haters were like ready, like keyboard warriors. They had the draft saved. They were like, either I'm going to be pro-America and be like, yay, Noah Lyles, or I have an absolute crucifying tweet ready for Noah Lyles' demise.
They've been ready for a couple of days now.
Yes.
Like I don't know, outside of be weird, I don't know what Noah Lyles did to these people to make them feel this much vitriol in their soul for him. But they really did not want Noah Lyles to win.
I think it's just because Noah Lyles
is weird.
Noah Lyles is the epitome of talk your ish first and doesn't necessarily matter. Like he's gonna say that he is the best. He's gonna do all of the pounding of the chest and the running around and the coming in and saying, I know. That's what I love Noah Lyles.
It's not that then.
Noah Lyles is both big theater kid energy and fastest man alive.
That's the problem.
He is the drama. He is the moment. But then he backs it up and he actually wins the race. My favorite quote from him was when he was asked about it, because it was a photo finish, and in the direct aftermath, nobody knew who won, except for my dear husband, Chris Luther, who has the eyes of a hawk. He was like, Noah Lyles won. I said, no. NBC called the race to the Jamaican. They said that Thompson won. Chris was like, no, Noah Lyles won. And I was like, no, he didn't. And then next thing I know, Noah Lyles is like prancing around and saying he won. And it took forever to get to. The NBC broadcast moment of it was not the finest of the broadcast moments for NBC. And the guy who was calling the race has come out this morning and said, like, I got it wrong, I apologize. And it happens, especially when you're talking about 5,000ths of a second. It can be easy to misidentify who the winner was and not understand that Noah Lyles, his chest crossed the finish line first, because it's not just the foot that crosses the finish line, it's the body part that crosses the finish line. And Noah Lyles had the perfect lean.
All right, explain
he
that
leaned
to me.
into it.
Is the foot not a body part?
Yes, but it's not your first.
If the foot crossed first.
But the foot didn't cross first. What crossed first? The foot or the chest? And in the case of Noah Lyles,
so
the
his chest crossed before the foot crossed.
It was like a technical.
Gotcha.
Track and field expert once every 4 years. It's a technical matter of Noah Lyles knowing to lean forward, and being a big Noah Lyles fan myself, because this man has put himself everywhere. There's a Netflix show called Sprint, and I watched one episode and learned that Noah Lyles really struggles with his starts to races. And if you watched the 100-meter dash yesterday, you would see that he had a bad start. It looked like a bad start. To the evergreen eye, you're like, oh no, that's not how Noah Lyles wants to start, but it's how he finished. And knowing that he had to lean forward and get that, hair of an inch, I don't even know an inch, whatever it is, on the Jamaican runner who finished in second was what ultimately decides it for Noah Lyles. But he said, I'm gonna be honest, I was shocked. I thought I got out-leaned, truly. Me and Kashawn were right next to each other, and I was like, I'm gonna have to swallow my pride on this one. And I said, I think you had that one. And then my name came up, and I was like, oh shoot, I'm incredible. oh shoot, I'm incredible is the most Noah Lyles energy to understand in that moment. Like, I just won a gold medal. I am the fastest man alive. All of this ish that I've talked for weeks, for months, since Tokyo has paid off, and now I get to have this designation of world's fastest man. So sorry, NBA Twitter. You'll have to wait to come for me another day. And that's where it stands with Noah Lyles, because, refresher, he was the one who said that NBA players shouldn't be able to call themselves world champions because they only beat North American competition. And now Noah Lyles.
That's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that whole thing.
All right.
You forgot that
because
international incident.
I don't pay Noah Lyles that much damn attention, right? It's that comment and other comments that people have been bringing up. It's like, oh, yeah. That was annoying when he said that. And then you throw on to it, it's not just theater kid energy. It's theater kid mixed with like anime type energy where, yes, he's going to go do like the Shakespearean play, but to get there, he's running as full as he can, Naruto style, down the hallway. Like, Noah Lyles is a different sort of cat, and for some people, that turns them off. Now I understand why those people dislike him.
But this is the Noah Lyles mission. And if you want to get to know Noah Lyles better, he did an awesome profile. I think it was in GQ, but just talking to Noah Lyles about how he wants to lead track and field into a more popular space here in the U.S. Because, like I just made the joke, every 4 years I become a track and field athlete, and then the other parts of the years I don't pay attention that much. And that's how it goes for many. And the people who did that Netflix documentary Sprint are also the people who did the F1 documentary series, which really led to an increased popularity in Formula One racing. And Noah Lyles is trying to lead this charge on the track and field side, which is why he's so like unabashedly himself and loud and overly charismatic. And some people find him a little cringe at times, but I find it incredibly endearing. And I am interested in Noah Lyles. I do want to know more about Noah Lyles. Both of his parents were high-level track athletes themselves. He's also talked openly about mental health. That's been one of the biggest winners for me of this Olympic series, is everybody shouting out their therapists. Noah Lyles, big on therapy. Simone Biles, big on therapy. Caleb Dressel, big on therapy.
We laughed at Meta World Peace. He won that championship with the Lakers, and he was shouting people out and shouted out his therapist like, oh, Meta, that's so quirky. Now it's like a thing where it's like, oh, no. Yeah, we need those. We need those therapists out there to help us get right.
And I think it's such a testament, because I've had some conversations with older people about therapy, and if you've ever talked to me or watched the show or whatever, I'm pro therapy, love therapy. Shout out Jennifer. Older people see therapy as like a fix for a problem. Right? Like, the problem is fixed. You go to therapy. If you go to therapy even, it's for a problem to be fixed. And my generation, our generation, and of these athletes, of some of the greatest athletes in the world right now, it's more of a maintenance thing. Like, you are going to continue to go to therapy because the mental battles are always happening, and figuring out how to level those and allow yourself to be as balanced as possible. And for these world-class athletes, that allows them to be at their physical tippity-toppity shape too. So I have loved, Michael Phelps has been big on the pro mental health conversation energy as well. It just feels so normal now for it to be talked about, and I have adored that being a part of the conversation. I did cry after Noah Lyles won. I know you were wondering, CJ, because I've cried every single day of the Olympics thus far, and when he hugged his mom.
The Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hart, live every weekday at 8 a.m.